Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video
First, I'm gonna make some lunch.
is all about how I make branded thank you card, like note cards / postcards to go with my product for my small business inside packages. So if that's something you're interested in, as I very much so am when I watch other people's YouTubes, today's video is for you. Usually I eat healthy, but we have some leftover pizza and I do not like to waste food, so I am gonna warm up the leftover pizza. But I'll have a healthier dinner. I'm gonna have a salad with pizza, and that's probably gonna be it. Okay, so the first thing I should tell you is that I have a subscription on a website called Canva, so it's C-A-N-V-A, and it's like a way beginner, definitely not for professionals, graphic design website. Where's my camera at? I never know if I'm looking at the right angle because I'm still trying to figure out where the camera is on this guy. I think it's right there. Okay, yeah. Sorry. So I have a subscription on Canva. I think it's like $10 or $12 a month, but honestly, I use it probably 3 to 4 times a week, so it's very much so worth it for me. You get all these cool fonts, you get the ability to use these graphics and make the font like pop and have all kinds of little tools and accents to it, which if you upgrade to the Pro, you do get. But there is a free version, and I suggest trying it first. I used it for like 2 or 3 years before I invested in the subscription. But because I use it so much for graphics and for like things for Instagram and to promote my business, I do spend it. And it's also very affordable to only spend $12 a month for all of this stuff. I don't know how to work Adobe Workshop. We already went over this a couple weeks ago. I do not know how to work. So that is how I create pretty much all of my branding. So everything you see from my website, graphics, to Instagram stories, to the thank you card that comes in the package with my journal, to YouTube thumbnail, like every single thing is done on Canva. So as you can see, here are my stuff that I've designed on here. They already have all of the pixels for whichever thing you're picking. So if you pick Instagram post for story, this one's gonna be more vertical, and it's already formatted, so like you don't even have to figure out what pixel size it is. Boom, it's already done. And there's all these little things on the side. You can upload photos and then just drag, put it over there. You can take some of their stock photos. Again, this is the Pro version. Not all of this is in the free version. So many cool graphics. I love the gradients because they're like ombre, and I think that's so cool. And you can completely customize it. All kinds of text options. I mean, there's so many types of typography on here. You can pick like branding colors. You can add sound. What the? I did not know you could add sound. Holy cow. Okay, this is awesome. You can make videos on here. I legit did not know that. That's honestly sweet. You can add like background patterns. Look at that. Boom. Beautiful. I mean, there's so many options you can do on here. You can keep stuff in folders. You can share with friends. You can upload any of this stuff. If I'm gonna promote anything, and again, I am not sponsored by this, I would suggest looking at Canva and definitely get acquainted to the free version as a beginner, because it will literally save your life. And yeah, it's definitely not advanced to do like animations and stuff like that, so you should always work with a professional. Like the reason I have someone else design my journals is because I do not know how to do it, and you cannot do it on Canva, so that's a whole separate thing. But for basic branding, like you could get away with Canva very easily. I'm very old school, and sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes this isn't, but I tend to bootstrap as much as possible, and I like to do as many things as I can on my own, even if I'm not perfect at it, until I can afford to hire help. Of my branding, like I'm very picky because I don't think you have to invest in everything, and I think you should be very smart with what you do choose to put your money towards, because those things are going to be worth their weight in gold, and so much so be worth their investment, but not everything is. So branding, I would say, if you have even this much creativity, you could probably do it yourself. There are some great brand strategists out there, people who can help point you in the right direction, but if you can do it yourself, I mean, I love to do it, so I like choose to do it myself. I like to fix and put things where they go. And I like to be in charge of all of my own branding. I love the marketing side of things. So if you can, like, I would say do it yourself because that will save you a lot of money. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking of going with. I added like this little detailing so that people's eyes go there first so that they know to tag us, to leave a review, because, you know, as a small business, that's super important. And I was considering putting YouTube like right here next to this guy, but my YouTube is Maria Fitness and I didn't really want to confuse people with it, so I just put the Facebook and Instagram. I spaced out the lettering for One Ray Journal because it's kind of hard to read, so I wanted to like space it out a little bit. I might even space it out a tiny bit more so people know what to tag, and then the cute little camera detailing. And honestly, let me show you this here. So you go to print postcard, smaller, yes, no envelopes, 50 copies is literally 15 bucks. We are gonna use premium paper. And so 50 of them are literally 15 bucks. Really not bad at all, considering most people pay the person to make them, which there can be big validity in, but I just like would rather do it myself, and so that's literally it. So I am gonna go ahead and order these and I will show you. Oh shoot, I gotta fix this. Here, let me show you something real quick. You know what, I'm using my left hand, hang on you guys. Okay, one thing is I just moved this down slightly because you don't really want to go into the safety line because that's where the card could get cut off at. So I just tend to move everything down a smidge. Make sure this is centered, which it shows you right there. And yeah, everything is pretty good. I'm gonna move this guy down just a tiny bit. And that is how it will look when it comes to you. So it's pretty simple and it's pretty cute. Okay, and then one more thing about this website, I've messed up on previous print orders where I had to go back in and like edit something. And if it's the same day you order it, you can cancel it, no problem, and then just redo it and reship it back out again. So I really like that. I love a good like return policy or the ability to edit before it actually prints. So definitely recommend on that subject. But yeah, it's super easy and I can't wait to show you guys when they arrive. All right, you guys, it's been exactly 1 week since I ordered the postcards. I ordered them last Monday. They arrived yesterday, which was Sunday, and we are going to unbox them together. Now, honestly, I get a little nervous to do this on camera because I hope I don't hate them. But either way, we get to see them for the first time, and I'll show you kind of like how my taste has changed and why I changed things up from the previous postcard template I was using. So let's do this. I always also get nervous to use knives because I'm kind of klutzy and I'm like afraid to cut myself. All right, cutting has commenced. Here we go. I love how they come. Canva wraps them so beautifully and they usually, there it is. Thank you note makes a huge difference, to be honest with you. It talks about their mission on the back, what they do. I didn't put lotion on it, my legs are so itchy now. They give you stickers, which again, I love a good sticker, putting it on my laptop. Okay, and it says enjoy. It's all about the details, you guys. Honestly, when I order things, especially from a company like this, like I love when it comes beautifully wrapped. All right, I'll show you guys first before I look at them. I'm not looking. Oh, it's cute. That's exactly how I wanted it to look. I love, love, love that. So it's super minimalist. So let me show you here. Super minimalist, snap and share, tag us in your pictures and leave a review. I tried to make it as like general as I could. And I did want this coloring of this like blue color to be kind of dull because I'm sending this with all of my journals, so not all of them are blue, so I wanted it to be like a blue-gray vibe. It went with everything. I absolutely love this. This is the perfect material. So I got the premium paper, and it is a little bit like, it's a little bit like reflective, like shiny, and if you used a pen with like thick ink, if that's a thing, it would probably slide, so you do want to use like a ballpoint pen. Put Facebook and Instagram with the @ symbol so that they know where to tag us. And it's honestly pretty simple. So let me grab the other one and I'll show you kind of the difference between the two. All right, you guys, here's the old one that we used. It says, thank you so incredibly much for supporting our small business. And then at the bottom with our teal spiral sun, warmly, and then Maria Fitness, #OneRayJournal. This was obviously before I created the One Way Journal Instagram account. And now, to keep things simple, we're doing snap and share, tag us, leave us a review. This is the difference between the two. So they are different dimensions, which isn't a big deal. This one's a little bit shorter. This one is a little more postcard-y material. This one's a little more like flimsy. I just got like the cheaper option, which is honestly fine. I'm not worried about that. But you can see the difference between the two is this one is a little more minimalist, whereas this one's like a little harder to read. And after I looked at it so many times after sending it out, I was like, you know what? Like, I love the paintbrush mark, the ombre paintbrush, but it's just a little much. And like, I don't always take the time to read all of those details on other people's cards. So might as well just kind of follow my taste. So this one is very simple. Your eyes look here first, you see the camera, you know exactly what to do. And this honestly, leaving a review for a small business is one of the most beneficial things you can do to support your friends, to support your favorite businesses. I feel like a broken record saying that, but it's so true. And so I want to make sure to make that the primary message when you open your package. If you love it, if it comes beautiful, which it does, leave us a review. As a small business, that's kind of what I live or die by, is the reviews and people sharing, word of mouth. That's exactly how I've built my customer base. So it's a huge deal, and I want to make sure to clearly convey that message. This doesn't scream leave us a review. This says thank you so that I don't have to write it again. But the tags in the bottom corner are kind of smaller than this section, so your eyes don't automatically go there. And I used it as an example / experience. I didn't get as much of a response as I did when I sent an email that directly asked, hey, if you've had a great experience, if you love our product, would you mind sending me a testimonial or leaving a review on social media? And so that just goes to show that people respond best when you're clear and concise and ask them in a simple way. So that was the whole goal with making these. I'm not a professional. I basically just do, as a consumer, what I pay most attention to. And in this card, I get lost in the colors and too many different fonts. Whereas in this one, it's so simple. It's just snap and share. Here's our handle. Here's exactly what social medias we're on. Like, it's much more simple. And that's the way that I approach marketing as a whole for my business, is human behavior. What do people pay attention to? Where do people's eyes go first? What message is not too much information, but just enough to get the message across and to give people a call to action. So a call to action is asking people to do something, whether it's buy your product, promote your product, leave a review. You want to be so clear and concise in asking them, and that's why I put tag us in your pictures and leave a review. I was going back and forth. Should I just say tag us in your pictures? Should I just say leave a review? But instead I decided on both because it's the most simple and clear way to ask for both objectives. So hopefully that helps you. Again, this was so easy to make, and Canva does help you line things up so that it's all clear for you. You can definitely pay a graphic designer to make them for you, probably more beautiful than you can for yourself. But if you're looking to save money and do something for yourself, use Canva. It's so easy. I'm not sponsored by them. I've just been using them for like over 2 years, and I've had nothing but success with them. So yeah, so here's my cards. So I do like them quite a bit better than this one, just because they're simple and easy to read. And I wanted this blank space so that I could write a handwritten letter. I realized in this card, these lines are too thick and it kind of like loses when I write. It kind of like drowns out my words, I guess you could say. So I just wanted a blank space without any lines, even though my writing will be all over the place. It's fine. It's a big deal for me to put a handwritten card in the actual purchase because people are paying $21 plus tax plus shipping for a journal from a small business. It's a big deal. I want people to know how much I appreciate and love you for supporting my brand. So that's it. So if you have questions, let me know. Canva's so easy. There are like 100,000 YouTube tutorials on how to use it. I am not an expert on it. I just learned from other people, and it's a really nice way to have a beautiful brand and beautifully branded products and additions to your product. I think a really cool thing, and I've been kind of toying with this idea. If you have a product and you're like, well, I don't know what to put inside, I don't know what piece of like stationery or something to include in the order, it would be really cool, and I might actually do this. It would be really cool to put in a small like postcard similar to this size where you explain just in a couple different steps, again, for a 5-year-old to understand how your product is used best or how your product works. Like, think about a piece of clothing that you get. Like, when I buy Lululemon, it comes with instructions on how to wash it. And I think that's like a nice piece of value to add to the product. Like, okay, here's your product. Not only do we want you to love it and wear it, we want you to take good care of it. So I look at my journals, a quick and easy way to use them. Here's the questions that you ask for each prompt, which, oh geez, remember I did way back when I very first started the journals. I included a bookmark, and there were some issues with it. Like, wasn't the right material. I don't know how to describe it, but when I very first started, the first 50 orders came with a bookmark, and it was not the right colors and it looked kind of ugly, but the thought was there. And I asked people the questions that go with each prompt. Like, my dad still has one, my boyfriend still has one. I don't know, I lost all of mine. I think some are shoved under the seat in my car. But it was a bookmark that asked you the questions that led to the prompt. So for example, daily intention was, who do you want to present to the world as today? What made you excited to get out of bed in the morning? Daily gratitude. What delicious food are you fueling your body with? Daily nutrition. So I added a source of value to my product in a form of beautiful stationery, and I might bring that back because I feel like that was a really cool thing for people to get in the mail. Another cool way to spice up your product order is to put stickers in it. I mean, come on, how cool is this? My Cranberry Spiral Sun journals feature a special edition sticker, which mine were made by Meg Anger. She's phenomenal. In the future, I will be having her make more stickers for different journals of mine, hint, hint. And that really is a cool way to spice up the value of your orders. So my biggest things are with the product in the package, handwritten thank you card with a call to action, leave us a review, sticker if possible, if you have the funds for it, and piece of value on how to wash your product, how to use your product, how to get the best use out of it. Like, if I had a product that were food, I would put a little card, here are the best recipes to make with this food items. Just little things like that can really spice up your product and make it set apart from other products in your industry in a way that is unique and different and really speaks to the customer. So those are the kind of things that I pay attention to. I know I'm not stupid. I know most people watch my videos and they're like, what the heck do you know about business? Well, I pay attention to the orders that I get and the products that I buy and the brands that I support and what little pieces of value they give. And the marketing techniques that I've found work best are to provide value always. So by providing stickers, people put them on their laptops, on their water bottles. We have a freezer at work that we put loaded with stickers, and that's a cool way to brand your product and get the word out about your brand. All of that to say, marketing is not the most complicated thing in the world. I think sometimes we overcomplicate it, thinking that we need to spend lots of money and have the best this or the best picture, the best transformation or whatever. But in actuality, you just have to speak to people in a way that they authentically feel like you care about them. So yeah, that's it. I feel like I've been talking for like 4 hours straight. If you loved today's video, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video and let me know if this was helpful. As always, I so appreciate your time and energy in being here. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.